Welcome to Sports Verse, and today's gonna be the first video of the channel. I'm excited to have you guys here. I'm excited to bring in some of the information that I'm gonna bring in about sports. On my description, like I said, it's gonna be about other hot topics, emotional stories, everything about soccer, as far as but not only soccer actually, football, baseball, all over sports. I'm gonna be covering, and today's gonna be, let's open up with a banger. Today we're gonna talk about an inspiring story, which you guys are gonna find out soon before I, drop the beat. So today we're gonna talk about the inspiring life story of Cristiano Ronaldo. My opinion, just my opinion. You guys don't have to take it personal. Best player in the world, man. The GOAT. I call him the GOAT, greatest of all time, because he is, man. Put GOAT on him. GOAT emoji. No cap. Anyways, we're going to talk about his life and story and how inspiring that is, what we can learn from it, what makes him so great. But before we get into that, Cristiano Ronaldo is a 36-year-old player. He was born in 85. He has a lot of kids there. He has a lot of kids. His wife is absolutely gorgeous, man. I'm not even joking. She is dropping B gorgeous. Her name is Georgina Rodriguez. Cristiano Ronaldo. His mom's still alive, but his dad died, which I'm gonna get into his life story. As soon as we get into it right now. But what we can learn from Ronaldo basically is his perseverance and his hard work and his dedication towards his dream. He basically carved his own path towards success, and I'm going to show you that. He overcame a lot of obstacles throughout his life, but he didn't create any excuses. He didn't let that get in his way of his dream, which is soccer, and that's why he's successful. That's why he's where he is right now, at the top of the mountain. So let's get to it. First one, the worst one, his own life. If he loses his life, he can't accomplish anything. Do you guys agree? Basically. But Ronaldo he had so much courage, that he went through a life, and it could be a life-ending surgery to make sure he could still keep playing soccer. Basically, he developed a condition that's called tachycardia, something like that. I forgot. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's something that happens to your heart that keeps it, pumping it really, really, really fast, and that's not good for soccer, especially because he's running all the time. That's not good. So he could die from it, and his only other option was, if he wanted to keep playing soccer, is having. But because of that, he did the open heart surgery, and he was able to recover it, even with the risk of not ever playing soccer again. And he did it. That shows incredibly perseverance, even through his young years. He was basically a kid, and he told his mom, his parents, nah, yeah, I ain't having it. I ain't having it. I am gonna do this. I want to play soccer. That's my dream. And they went with it. They believed in him, and that's something that we have to absolutely learn from. He was, he said this to the doctor. He basically said this. That was it. That was his word. He didn't change it, and he risked his life for his dream. How many of us can say that? That just shows he's there for a reason, man. He's at the top of the mountain for a reason. He's the GOAT for a reason. And not only that, but he had so many other things overcoming that he didn't create excuses for. He just went through it like a brick wall, man. Another one, for example, his dad. The condition that he was brought in, the poverty that he was brought in, that he was born into. He didn't choose that. He didn't use that as an excuse. Instead, he used that as a motivation to get out of there. He told his dad when he's young, man, check out the quote that he said to his dad. He basically said, I'm gonna be rich, And his dad basically said, nah, that's impossible. You're not gonna be rich. Look at us. And then, he basically says, Ronaldo, I wish my dad was here because he could see what I have accomplished. But he's not. I wish he was. And that's deep. That's really deep. I have everything, but I don't have my father, which is like absolutely deep. Because even when he was young, his dad was a janitor. He had to clean locker rooms, and he's often humiliated by people. The teachers made fun of Ronaldo because of his poverty, because of his dad's workplace and everything. But he didn't let that affect him at all. He just kept going through it. He just kept playing soccer. And he accomplished, man. He went through it. Perseverance, hard work he put into it. That didn't affect him one bit because he was poor, because he didn't have cleats to play in, because he didn't have a uniform to play in like the fancy kids did. He didn't use that as an excuse, man. He just played his ass off, and he was able to accomplish something. He carved basically his own path through hard work, perseverance, and that's how we can learn from one of the other lessons. Don't create excuses, man. Just put in the work, and you get there. That's how we do it. And another thing too is one more obstacle, man, is his father being there for him. Such a rock for him. Later on, his father died. He couldn't handle the pressure of being a janitor. Had to basically feed not only Ronaldo's mouth, but his other kids too. He was able to take the pressure. He became an alcoholic. Years later, there's his consequences. His father died, liver problem. His father died. What's another obstacle? His mom, man. His mom. She had to work jobs, man. She had humiliating jobs such as maid, man. She had to be a maid to support Ronaldo on his dreams of going to play soccer professionally, man. And he didn't use that as an excuse. Oh, my father died. I can't do that. My support system died. I can't do that. No, he used his mom working a job that was humiliating for her. He used that as a motivation to get to the top. And that's what he says today. He dedicates everything to his mom. And there's even one quote that he said to his girlfriend. He says, I'll take my mom everywhere, but you can stay home. Basically saying, and that how much he values his mom. One more thing we can learn from the value he puts, for people that gave so much for him. Because nowadays kids are like, I hate my mom, I hate my dad, but they barely know they had your back through everything, man. Nobody's gonna have your back like that. Trust me, and no one. And that's why Ronaldo is such an inspiration to me. That's why he's the GOAT. Just because so much hard work he put into his stuff, to his craft. Talent, even though he's born talented, he put in so much hard work to become where he is. Trust me. And the excuses he didn't create came from a poor background, made it his own path, carved his own path. Now he's a millionaire. And not only that, but he has great highlights, man. So check him out, man. He's a GOAT, in my opinion. Like I said, he's a GOAT. And the GOAT, I have learned through with the GOAT. Hard work, perseverance, carve your own path. Don't create excuses. Don't procrastinate. Do something today, then you're not gonna regret. Do something that you won't give up. And do it, man. Just keep on doing every day. Wake up, do it. Wake up, do it. Do it. You have 24 hours to change the day. Are you gonna be like Ronaldo? Are you gonna learn from him? Or are you just gonna doing you the same thing you do every day? Think about that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop that like, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hopefully we're gonna keep talking about soccer or maybe other sport. I don't know. Whatever you guys recommend, tell me in the comments and we'll go from there. I love you. Thanks for watching the first video.